Hello everyone, this is Tim from Cleveland Baseball Fan 879, and this is Game 92 of the 2007 Cleveland Indians Strat-O-Matic Mostly Advanced Replay. Today the Indians will host the Chicago White Sox. The Indians come into the game. I don't want to say they've been on a good streak. They have, so if you want to go back and watch the previous videos, they are at a 41-50 record. Meanwhile, the White Sox record using hyper-fast scoring is 42-48. And that puts them only 2 games because of having more losses. The top of the division looks like this. The Tigers are at 500 at 45-45. The Twins right behind them at 45-47. So the Indians looking to climb a little closer in the standings. Today's pitching matchup is John Danks for the White Sox and Cliff Lee for the Indians. Lee coming in, making his 14th start, is 4-8 and in 65 2/3 innings pitched. He's given up 46 earned runs, walked at 19, struck out 35, and has a 6.30 ERA. And we'll get the lineups for you here. You'll notice this is a little bit different lineup. Their top 3 players, Scott Podsednik, Joe Crede, and Darren Erstad, are all injured. This would be the start of Joe Crede's back problems. So here's their lineup they will go with. Leading off and playing center field, Jerry Owens. Batting second and playing second, Tadahito Iguchi. Batting third and the designated hitter, Jim Thome. Cleaning up and playing first base, Paul Konerko. Batting sixth, the catcher, A.J. Pierzynski. Batting sixth, the right fielder in 2005 World Series MVP, Jermaine Dye. Batting seventh and playing left field, Rob Makoviak. Batting eighth and playing third base, Josh Fields. And batting ninth, the shortstop, and a guy who would later play for the Indians in 2016, Juan Uribe. And the Indians lineup in order, the leading off and playing center field, Grady Sizemore. And since Danks is a left-hander, this is their left-handed lineup, which you probably got comfortable with the last game. Batting second, playing third base, Casey Blake. Batting third, behind the plate, Victor Martinez. Batting fourth, the designated hitter, Travis Hafner. Batting fifth, the shortstop, Johnny Peralta. Batting sixth and playing first base is Ryan Garco. Batting seventh and playing left field, Jason Michaels. Batting eighth and playing right field, Franklin Gutierrez. And batting ninth, the second baseman, Josh Barfield. All right, we'll go ahead and get started here with Jerry Owens facing Cliff Lee. And a 5-7 against the lefty. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 1 down. Here's Tadahito Iguchi. .511, the left fielder X, and this will not be in range for Michaels. As a 3 on a 12. He is an E2. And a 5, and he makes a nice running catch to retire Iguchi. 2 down. And here's Jim Thome. .35, and he draws a 2-out walk. And they will not hold Thome on, and that'll bring up Paul Konerko, who originally started his career with the Los Angeles Dodgers. 2-10, ground ball to short, and they'll just say Peralta goes the short way to Barfield to retire the side. After a half inning, it's the White Sox nothing, and the Indians coming to bat. And do it for the Indians, Sizemore, Blake, and Martinez. And Sizemore leading off, and his stats, he is hitting .296 with 9 homers, 39 RBIs. And here's the pitch to Danks. 1-8. Base hit to left field. or center field, actually. And they will hold him on, of course, Pierzynski being a 0 arm. So, -2 for being held on. Makes him a 1-13. Why not? Sizemore will take off. Here's the pitch to Blake. 1-13. That's a 12, and he's in there. So Sizemore with his 27th stolen base. And that'll bring up Casey Blake. Blake on the season. 275. 9 homers, 44 RBIs. Would like to have RBI number 45 here. Three, 7, 1-5 single chance. That's a 3, but only being able to go to third is Sizemore. And the Indians have runners on the corners with nobody out. And here's Victor Martinez. Oops. Victor on the season, even 300. 19 homers, 62 RBIs. Three, 8. Fly ball to left. That's a chance for a sacrifice fly. Sizemore will tag. Starts at a 17. Add 2 makes him a 19. The left fielder Makoviak is a -1, makes him an 18. They will send him. And that's a 2, and he is safe. So Victor Martinez with a sacrifice fly. And the Indians get out to a 1-0 lead. RBI number 63 for Martinez. Staying at first is Blake. And here's Travis Hafner. 250 average, 16 homers, 55 RBIs. 3-10. Ground ball to second. Only play for Iguchi is to go to first. That'll retire Hafner, but moving to second is Blake, but there are 2 outs. And that'll bring up Johnny Peralta. Peralta comes into the game, 258 average, 14 homers, 43 RBIs. And a 5-4 is a center field X chance. Owens is a 2, should be able to make that play on a 14. And he does. And so that will retire the side. The Indians get out to a 1-0 lead as we head to the second. And due up for the White Sox, Pierzynski, Dye, and Makoviak. It's Makoviak. All right, here's Lee to start the second. 3-9. And wow, in that 3 column, he found the strikeout. 1 down. That's not a column you want to live in if you're Cliff Lee. Second strikeout for Lee. And here's Jermaine Dye. 6-2 against a righty. Fly ball to left. Going back a few steps is Michaels and makes the catch. 2 down. Here's Makoviak. I believe he was started out as the Pittsburgh Pirate. 5-8. Second base X chance, and I don't think an 8 is in range for Barfield. No, a 7 would have been, but an 8 is not. He is an E20. Second base. 8 not in range. Okay, so E21 needs a 7, 8, or 10 through 12. And that's a 7. Nice play by Barfield. Throws to first, and that will retire the side. Going to the bottom of the second, Indians lead 1-0. And do it for the Indians, Garco, Michaels, and Gutierrez. Garco on the season, 255 average, 11 homers, 38 RBIs. .610. Ooh, just missed a home run chance there. Ground ball to short. And Uribe throws to first to get Garco. One away. And here's Jason Michaels. 4-5, and either side, that's a swing and a miss, strike 3. First strikeout for Danks. And Michaels was coming into the game with a 221 average with 6 homers and 27 RBIs. And they'll bring up Franklin Gutierrez. Franklin in 87 at-bats, or 87 official at-bats. 345 average, 6 homers, 19 RBIs. 212. Oh, fly ball to right, and there is Dye, and that's a 1-2-3 inning for Danks. And we go to the third. Indians lead 1-0. And due up for the White Sox, Fields, Uribe, and Owens. And here's the pitch to Fields. 5-8, another second base X chance, but that should be in range for Barfield, and it is, and he will retire Fields. 1 out. 13, that's the first number in the bottom half of the advanced range. And here's Juan Uribe. 1-7, base hit to left. And Uribe reaches first, and they will not hold him on. And here's Jerry Owens, struck out his first time up. Not with 1 out. So they'll let Owens swing away. 5-8 again, shortstop X. 3 and a 6. Barfield ranging towards second. Gets it, flips to Peralta for 1. The relay is in time. So 4-6-3 inning double play. Oops, that was a 6. So, and that will retire the side in the top of the third. We go to the bottom of the third. The Indians lead 1-0. And due up for the Indians, Barfield, Sizemore, and Blake. .36 for Barfield. Against the lefty is a fly ball to right. And Dye is there to retire Barfield. I'll bring 1 down, and there's Grady Sizemore, singled, stole second, and scored on a sacrifice fly in the first inning. 6-7, and against the lefty is a fly ball to left. And Makoviak is there, 2 down. And here's Casey Blake. 6-6, and that's a fly ball to center. And Owens is under it, and each outfielder got a put out in this half inning. And that will retire the side. Going to the fourth, the Indians lead 1-0. Do up for the White Sox, Iguchi, Tomey, and Konerko. And here's the pitch to Iguchi. 6-7, 1-11 single chance. That's a 5. That's a leadoff single for Iguchi. He will be held on, but would be a 1-10 to try to steal. You're not going to try to run when Tomey's on the plate. And here's the pitch to Tomey. 1-7. He draws a walk, and not what you want for Lee and the Indians here. First and second, nobody out. And that'll bring up Konerko, not holding anybody on. Actually, they are holding runners on. They're holding not a whole lot of runners. And here's Konerko. 2-10. And that's a ground ball to short. Peralta throws to second to Barfield to get Tomey. The return throw is in time. Double play. Iguchi will go to third. Tomey is erased. There are 2 down, but there's a runner on third for AJ Pierzynski. For third base X, and on a 19, Casey Blake will get it. Charging, throws to first, and in time to get Pierzynski. And that will retire the side. The White Sox get the first 2 on, but cannot get anybody across. And after 3.5, it's the Indians 1 and the White Sox nothing. And here is Danks. To face Martinez, Hafner, and Peralta. Martinez with a sac fly his first time up. 6'9". Batting right-handed as he's a switch hitter. And that's a fly ball, deep center field. Going back is Owens, gone. Home run, Victor Martinez. That would be his 20th home run of the season and RBI number 64. And it is now a 2-0 lead. And here's Travis Hafner. .29, and that's a swing and a miss, strike 3. And here is Johnny Peralta. 2-5, and that's a swing and a miss, strike 3. So third strikeout for Danks. And here's Ryan Garko. 1-9, and that's hit into the gap, and that'll get past Owens. And into second with the double is Garko. That is his 13th double of the season. And gets a runner in scoring position for Jason Michaels. Oops, 1 down, 2 down. And here's Michaels. 3-8. Line drive caught by the third baseman Fields, and that will retire the side. But the solo home run by Martinez gives the Indians a 2-0 lead going to the top of the 5th. And this will be the point of weakness for both Lee and Danks. Lee is doing okay, but Danks is not doing terrible, but we'll see what happens with him. All right, and here is Jermaine Dye. 3-2. Line drive right to Blake, and there would have been many outs if there were people on base, but nobody on base, so just the 1 out. And here's Makoviak. 4-2 first base X. And a 9 is not in range for Garco. He is an E11. E11. And an 8 dives towards the bag. Gets up, underhands the lead, covering, got him. Nice play by Garco to retire Makoviak. And here's Josh Fields. 5-4. And, oh boy, against a righty, that's in the gap, and that'll get rattle around. And heading to third is Fields with a 2-out triple. And Fields did have 1 triple on the season, so this could have been it. So 2-out base runner at third, and here's Juan Uribe, singled his last time up. 2-3, ground ball back to the mound. Lee stabs it. He'll overhand it the first, and that will retire the side. We go to the bottom of the 5th. Indians lead 2-0. And due up for the Indians is Gutierrez, Barfield, and Sizemore. And here's Gutierrez. They will get bullpen action. Nick Massett. And Matt Thornton are loosening in the pen. Five, 9. Just missed a home run there. Fly ball to right field. And once again, Gutierrez flies out to die. 1 out. Here's Josh Barfield. Flew out to the right fielder, die his first time up. 1-6. High pop-up. Right side of the infield. Uribe calls for it. Makes the catch. 2 down, and here is Grady Sizemore, 1 for 2 with a run scored. 6-4 to the third baseman. That's Fields. A 4 and a 6 is out of range. I guess he should be kind of lucky, but he is an E19. So he will need a 7, 8, 10, 11, or 12. That's a 5, and Sizemore will reach on an error. And they're going to try to get him in scoring position. So once again, they'll hold Sizemore on, but it's a 1-13 to throw him out. Actually, it's 1-13. Przinsky does not have anything to reduce the speed. All right, 1-13. Sizemore makes second. And that's an 8, and he has stolen his second base today. Stolen base number 28. And Casey Blake will try to cash that in. 1-5, and he will not. Swing and a miss, strike 3. And that will retire the side. Through 5, the Indians lead 2-0. And that might be all for Danks. I don't know. Cliff Lee will be starting the 6th. We'll see how far he can get. Jensen Lewis, who I should have mentioned at the beginning of the game, was called up, and Edward Mujica was sent down, and Rafael Perez are loosening in the pen. Jensen Lewis, of course, is the host for the Guardians pregame show now. All right, here's Jerry Owens. 3-9. Ground ball back to the mound. And Lee once again throws to first. Retires Owens, 1 down. Here's Taguchi. 1-8. Pumped him up, right side of the infield. Peralta calls for it. 2 down. And here's Jim Thome. 6-7. 1-12 double chance. That is a 14, so Thome will reach on a single. And he has now reached base 3 times today. 2 walks and a single. And that'll... let's see here. You know what? They're going to give the call to Jensen Lewis because they don't want to try to give up those. I know this is sort of playing the game, but they'll give the call to Jensen Lewis. Well, he's technically 2 against his point of weakness, but all right, Lewis will come into the game. He'll try to stop the damage here. And here's the pitch to Konerko. 4-6, swing and a miss, strike 3. And that will retire the side. We go to the bottom of the 6th. Indians lead 2-0. And Danks will stay in the game to at least to start the 6th. And Nick Massett is ready when needed. Here's Victor Martinez, homered his last time up. 6-10. And against a right-handed hitter, that's a ground ball to short. And that will take care of Martinez, 1 down. Here's Travis Hafner, 0 for 2 with a strikeout. 2-5, 1-16 single chance, that's a 4. And that Hafner will reach on a single. And I think that will be it for Danks. We'll go 5 1/3, pitch to 22 batters. And Nick Massett will come into the game. And they will not hold Hafner on. Here's Johnny Peralta, 0 for 2 with a strikeout. 3-3. And against a righty, that's a ground ball to third. Fields to Iguchi to Konerko. Inning-ending double play. And that will retire the side. Going to the 7th. Indians lead 2-0. And we have Jensen Lewis come out for... No. I don't think so. Now, Rafael Perez will come out for the 8th. Or the 7th, sorry. It's coming for the 7th. My mistake. So, Lewis will pitch a third of an inning in his, might be his major league debut even. And Perez will face Pierzynski, Dye, and Makoviak here in the 7th. 5-8, second base X. 15 is in range for Barfield. Makes the play. 1 down. Oops. And here's Jermaine Dye. 4-6, and against a righty, swing and a miss, strike 3. Two up, two down here in the top of the 7th. And here is Makoviak. And here's the pitch to Makoviak, 0 for 2 on the day. 6-8, and against the lefty, swing and a miss, strike 3. So Perez comes in and shuts down the White Sox here in the 7th. Stretch time here at Jacobs Field. Senior, take me out to the ball game. And it looks like Massett will stay in the game to start. And he will face Garco, Michaels, and Gutierrez. Only faced one batter. Matt Thornton and Ryan Bukovic are loosening in the pen if needed. All right, here's Garco to lead off the bottom of the 7th. 3-8, and swing and a miss, strike 3. And here's Jason Michaels. 4-5, fly ball to right. I'll take care of Michaels as Dye puts it away. 2 down, and here's Franklin Gutierrez. 5-8, fly ball to center, and Owens is there, and that will retire the side. Going to the top of the 8th, and so I should have had somebody said I was loosening somebody up in the pen. Rafael Betancourt is going to come in the game. I should give you Rafael. And for Perez, I'll give you Rafael Perez's stats here real quick. Perez's awesome stats here. 20 innings pitched, 3 earned runs, 4 walks, 19 strikeouts, and 1.35 ERA coming into the game. Rafael Betancourt making appearance number 46. 1-3 record, 47 1/3 innings pitched, 11 earned runs, 2 walks, 45 strikeouts, 3 saves, and a 2.09 ERA. And he will face Fields, Uribe, and Owens. All right, and here is, put Betancourt in. Third reliever for the Indians here. All right, so Betancourt. Fields is 1 for 2. He tripled his last time up, but was stranded at third. One 8. And against a righty, either side, swing and a miss, strike 3. 1 down, and here is Juan Uribe. 6-4 center field X. Sizemore races over, makes the catch. On a 1, as long as it's in range, he can make the play, and a 3 is in the top half of the range. 2 down, here's Jerry Owens. 2-7, and that's a base hit for Owens. And as a double-A Steeler starts at a 17, do they want to try to send him down 2 runs? Nah, they'll hold him on, but he will not go anywhere. Here's Tadahito Iguchi. 5-10, popped him up. Right side of the infield, Peralta makes the catch, and that will retire the side. The Indians will go to the bottom of the 8th, leading 2-0, and Joe Borowski loosening in the pen. If still within 3 runs, they will go to him. And Massett will be taken out from the game. Matt Thornton will pitch the 8th. Massett went an inning and 2/3. Only pitched to 4 batters. So Thornton will face Barfield, Sizemore, and Blake here in the bottom of the 8th. All right, and here is Barfield. Five, and he goes down on strikes. 1 down. And here is Grady Sizemore. Sizemore is 1 for 3, reached base twice, and stolen 2 bases. 1-4, and he flies out to left. 2 down. Here's Casey Blake. Blake is 1 for 3 with a single. 3-5, popped him up. Shortstop Uribe is there, and that will retire the side. We will go to the 9th. Indians lead 2-0, and in comes Joe Borowski. And we'll get you his stats real quick. Borowski making his 29th appearance with a 3-2 record, and in 27 of the 30 innings pitched has given up 21 earned runs, walked 4, struck out 17, has converted 14 of 20 save situations, and has a 6.91 ERA. And he will face the heart of the order, Tomi, Konerko, and Pierzynski. This will not be an easy save conversion for Borowski if he wants it. Tomi has reached base all 3 times, 2 walks and a single. 2-7, swing and a miss, strike 3. So Borowski gets Tomi down on strikes. And here's Konerko. 1-4, field goal row there, fly ball to left. Michaels there retires Konerko, and 2 down, and once again, Europe's final countdown playing over the speakers as A.J. Pierzynski's up, 2 outs, nobody on, Indians leading 2-0. 3-7, base hit, and the tying run will come to the plate in the person of Jermaine Dye. They will not hold on Pierzynski. And here is Dye. 6-6. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and that's your ball game. Final score from Jacobs Field. The Indians win this one 2-0. We'll be right back with your box score. Or your final line score, I should say. Okay, final line score, 2 runs, 5 hits, no errors for the Indians. No runs, 6 hits, 1 error for the White Sox. Cliff Lee will get the win, pitching 5 2/3 innings, and not giving up a run, earned run, or any runs. He walked 1 and struck out 2. Then Jensen Lewis, Rafael Perez, and Rafael Betancourt held down until Joe Borowski could close it out in the ninth. He did allow a base runner, but did pitch well enough to get his 15th save in 21 opportunities. All right, everybody, thank you for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe. And if you've not already subscribed, hit the bell icon. You'll be notified of any new videos. And whatever games you are playing, please enjoy them to your fullest. Have a good night, everybody.